Howdy, howdy. Hello, hello. What's good? What's happening? What's popping? I hope you guys are having a good weekend. Happy weekend, by the way. It's a Saturday, a very fantastic one. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending when you want to be watching the video and what time, from where. Let me know. So I'm hoping that you guys are having a very good, fantastic weekend over there. At least you're enjoying yourself, right? Let me hope so. Take care of yourself. It's good to take care of yourself. And if you have a friend, go pay a visit or maybe catch up with friends. It's a nice thing. It's really a nice thing. Speaking about friends, I can see Kabivas decided to come back to the villa to check on Roro. Rocio, what's happening? Are you okay in the villa ever since you ran? Did you get what you intended to get? You could have. You wanted some good machines here and appliances, cookers and dishwasher and whatever. So Gabby Vaz decided to come and check. Whatever, man. Speaking about shenanigans, in the past couple of days or weeks, I can say we'll be having a lot of things happening in this village and in these whitey streets. And much as we've been talking about them, as far as reaction is concerned, I've been highlighting all of these things. If you've been following me, you already know. If you're just coming across this channel recently or right now, please take a moment to like and subscribe, okay? Subscribe, free of charge. There's a button right there written subscribe, or here, or here. Anyway, between here and here, just hit on that button and subscribe. You can join the membership too. Don't forget to check on my store. I mean, if you're new here, just remember to do that. And yeah, welcome, guys. Welcome to another video. My name is JT, and this right here is JT Podcast. Another episode of Reaction. This is not a live stream, though. I record a video. But I'll be glad to interact with you in the comment section. Let me know what you think about what we're about to talk about. And let's engage positively, negative, whatever, but keep it respectively. That's the thing. Positively or negatively, whatever, but keep it what? Positively. I know, keep it respectively. God. Anyway, there's a lot that are happening as I just mentioned. There's this thing to do with Brian, the so-called thief boy. I hear Gitiribo always call the boy thief boy. He still stealing? I mean, does he steal? English is is he still stealing? Damn, yeah, think of that. So to call him a thief already, is he thieving? Is he stealing? I don't know. So there was this. It's been more than a week since this boy was paraded by Mar on camera that he's a thief and he need to be worked on. And of course they did. They worked on him seriously. And after that, that actually thing caught a lot of people's attention. That people reacted about it, not about. I'm not talking about reactors, even keyboard reactors. Other people, subscribers, they had different opinion about how that approach that Maro took on his people to parade that young boy on the camera and shame him and so that and take him to police and get a lot of beating and caning. And he was like, let's say he was brutalized, right? And because of that, maybe Marwa decided to do something in return to cover up the mess. And I can say entirely whatever he's trying to do right now is a good thing. I can say, sometimes give flowers where they do, but all of it came as a matter of what? Damage control, whatever. So after all that happening, there's been this debate of constructing a house. This boy was supposed to be taken to school, and apparently he didn't have a lot of necessity at home, clothes and all that, and the house was looking a little bit pathetic. And now, because of that, they decided to renovate the house. And Maro said he changed his plan. He changed the plans. Now we want to build a whole 3-bedroom house. And this house will accommodate Brian, and he will call in these others like grandma and the cousin. So the house is supposed to be for Brian, but he can call in these others. And so there's because of the African setup and the village cultural setup, there is a lot of cultural debate that is going on right now, because apparently Brian is not a son of this home. He's actually a grandson from the mother side. So it's like okay, let me make it make sense. The daughter to this grandma had Brian, and she died, you know. And so the grandma had two daughters. One of the daughters is Brian grand. One of them is Brian's mother, who is a late. She died, and so Brian is here as an orphan. And the other daughter is working in Kisumu as a housewife, house help. And so culturally, Brian cannot own anything in this compound because Brian is not a son to this home. Okay, and Brian can only own property or anything, can inherit anything from the father side, or whoever gave birth to Brian. Now that home can now give Brian their property or whatever he share, wherever. For example, right now Marwa is living in Ondario Machete Man's compound, and now if Machete Man decide not to give him anything, that's it. He cannot claim. He cannot fight for it. But remember, there is a man called Kohera Senior, who is said to be Marwa's father, biological father. That is where Marwa owns, but that is ancestral land and proper inheritance. And even Kohera said there is a section of Marwa waiting for him right there. So you know how it goes. Marwa can only own or can inherit property or ancestral property from his bloodline. That is applies to this one. So when this family heard about Marwa building something for Brian, they were like, Brian, who's Brian in this home? Brian is living here with the grandma, but just because grandma was married to this home, and if grandma goes to heaven, literally that property is written off and taken back by the family, the extended family members. So they were having this meeting to try to look at this matter and like, okay, are we going to give this a go ahead, or are we just going to stop this from going on or whatever? For the grandma, she really feel like it's a good thing, but she's fearing the decision that the family is going to take. But Mario is saying we're gonna do it regardless whether they like it or not. But if they don't want, we can take our materials and whatever and go. But grandma decided to give a go ahead. But there is this man who is the grandma's, like let's say right now, an acting husband to the grandma, an acting grandpa, because now that is the brother to the late grandpa. So that is like the grandpa now. He's supposed to meet these people to decide. He's supposed to make a decision. But this meeting was held, and they're supposed to report to him, and he see what to do. So he's looking forward to meet Marwa. Before then, there was a meeting that was being held here yesterday. I talked about it because Rocio decided to leak the information before it came on Marwa's channel, and we know what was happening there. So basically, there was a lot of push and pull. I'm not saying that it has been settled, but because grandma gave Marwa a go ahead, they're going on, and now they're building a house, and Mayugno, Gitiriba, and all these people are now there working. And so they're doing it regardless. I don't know, is maybe because grandma said it, and the council of elders or whatever decided to say go ahead. But remember, this is a family matter, and if the family decides that it's not happening, it is. So the only thing that can save this whole situation is if they are doing it for the grandma. But if they are doing it for Brian, as Maru is saying, that if they don't want, he can get them cutting a share, like they cut a piece of land, they specifically take Brian's share and build on his share. That is not going to happen because Brian does not have a share in this compound, has not have a share in this home. As much as he's a grandkid or grandson to this home, he does not culturally own nothing, and he's not qualified to own nothing. And that's why they're having a problem here. But now he's being encouraged. Mario is being encouraged to go on to do whatever he wants to do because it's a blessing to this home. But deep down, I know this matter is not settled. And so that's how it's going. And yeah, that's what we can look at. These others, plus the GABBY and Rocio, what she came for here, and blah, 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 blah. So karibu sana, welcome. Like the video for me, subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, let's have a conversation, right? Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. More than percentages. Guys, like the video, kindly. So before we go to Brian and the land saga and the family troubles, let's talk about Rocio and Gabby verse. What brings Gabby verse to the villa this time round? Looks like a friend in need is a friend indeed. That's what I say. And because Gabby was here for Rocio when Rocio was thrown out of the villa, she automatically became one of the best friends. Like not like one, she became Rocio's best friend in the village, and looks like this is the only person who understands how this village can run and how you can survive in this village. And so Gabby was decided to pay Rocio a visit. Looks like they were having some good time here and a good chat. And so from what Rocio is making is Rocio is kind of confirming that after that attempt to run and to escape, it's like didn't bear no fruit, and she's not gonna do that anymore. So she has made her mind to settle here for better for worse, and going on to import things from China to come and make a home. She want to make that house a home, and according to her, she just want to find a career in cooking and taking care of the home as a wife. I was like, wow, damn, bro. So there's no more running. That's basically it. And I don't know if Gabby came here to apologize to MARWA for being part of Rocio's escape plan, or she just came here deep down to talk to Rocio about plan B or whatever. But I think the two are now they're great friends right now in the village. And she was being given a tour here, and Gabby looks happy around Rocio, and Rocio looks comfortable around Gabby. So this is a perfect combination, perfect combo. And so for people maybe who haven't been following this saga, this series, recently Rocio ran from the villa because they had a difference, a disagreement with Maro, and it was involving Githiriba and the Land Cruiser and whatever all those things were being said there. And so after running from the villa, the first place that she landed was at Gabby's place, and she spent there a night. The following morning, they caught a bus straight to Nairobi, and she was processing her exit, and it looks like it didn't go through. And so maybe she talked to Gabby, and they looked for another plan. So it's like that was maybe the whole plan. Try to escape, and if it doesn't go through, come back, or maybe make it look like she was escaping, and if it doesn't happen, so then she can come back and settle, or maybe make her stand, make her implement new rules, new laws, And so here we go. Let me play it for you and see what's happening here. Guys, like the video, please. Please like the video for me.
Yeah, always have it. This guy just cheers me up every time. Yes. And he's just
a moment. It's like I can state from up here.
Hello guys, welcome to a new video. I'm excited to show you something in the house. I love the decoration part of the house, and I want to show you something that we have been working on.
I want to show you something, the decoration and whatever we've been working on the table, or those logs of trees that Mara created some whatever tables. I'm not going to talk about that. But someone special paid a visit, Gabby, and that will be my interest.
And today, I'm trying. I'm having, you want to say hello? Yeah. Yes, okay, I have a guest here.
There was Gabby in the background, so Rosio was like, do you want to say hello? I mean, if you don't want, I can hide my camera because maybe you're not comfortable. And after all that, I saw a video from Gabby. Was it Gabby Vaz or Bushman Dude? One of them. saying that enough of the messages, because a lot of people, MARWA subscribers, were reaching out to them, asking them, hey, we hear that you guys are the one who are keeping Rosio. You hear that you are the one who actually accommodated Rosio after running. Are you the people who are making arrangements for Rosio to escape? So the two are receiving a lot of attacks from MARWA subscribers after that attempt to escape, or that escape actually. And so I guess maybe Gabby is here to make it up with MARWA. Oh, she's here to check on the buddy, or the friend, Rocio. How's everything? After that, did he fall for your trap? I mean, did he agree to do what you wanted him to do? Because maybe that was a wake-up call to him. Hey, you know I can leave if you don't do this ABC to Z, ABC to Z for me. It's look like I'm gonna escape. So maybe that was it. And when MARWA went there, he was like, so Rosio, what do you want? Why are you running? Rosio was like, I need a cooker, I need an oven, I need a washer, I need ABC, I need ABC. And that was done. So GABBY came here to check. Rosio, I say, oh, Rosio, did you get what you wanted? I was like, yeah, let me give you a tour. See a cooker here, see whatever. And we're supposed to get a washer. It looks like the two are having some stuff that they're planning. I don't know.
Hello everyone on Rosio's video. Wait, he wants to talk. What are you talking about, Maisha? He wants to be a YouTuber. Okay, no, this no. Oh my goodness. How are you, Gabby? Yes. And he's. How are you, Gabby? I'm good. How are you? I'm good. Always have it. This guy just cheers me up every time. Yes. And he's just. We thought he was a girl, but he's a boy.
All right, so GABBY showed up, and like, I'm not gonna take you through the whole video. I just wanted to brush on it. I'll play another part here. Just another part here. Another part.
5 spooky signs that you are witch by blood.
One here.
What did I do? Just a minute, guys. All right. Right here.
Guys, I'm giving a tour house to Gabby.
Yeah, I'm so happy you've got an oven. I was so excited about getting an oven.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Gabby's here, telling Rocio, I'm so happy for you. You got an oven. Looks like this was the initial plan for the two. You know, I'm gonna start a drama and run away and make MARWA buy me what I want. You know, MARWA was building a kitchen without Rocio's involvement, and she was super angry. Remember the first time? And she went to Europe. When she came back, she started doing the things with the Githriba. I mean, taking the Land Cruiser. I'm not saying nothing. And they started beefing, you know. And so she ran, maybe because she wanted this stuff to be bought, and MARWA was not focusing on them. Just what I'm thinking, because so Rocio, I'm happy that you got the oven and these other appliances. So take me around, see what you got. But I still don't know what brings Gabby. I know they're friends, and it's not like I see her frequently coming here. It's like a first or second time I'm seeing her here. And now this friendship between Gabby and Roro is like growing stronger. It's like growing stronger because Gabby is such a friend in need, you know. If she can come through for her when nobody else is, nobody, not even Conda, not even Conmam, not Dimwango, not whoever. Gabby was the only one who was there for her, and so makes the great friends, right?
With Gabby, we always talk about
Fridges,
how much
ovens,
we miss
yeah.
the food.
Certain things,
And
yeah.
certain things that we cannot find here.
All the time.
And
I
a lot
dreams
of
about food, I told you.
a lot of baking food, you know. So
Yes.
it's like
Yeah. I mean, there's just a few parts that I will be catching on, and yeah, we move in a bit. Rate the video, like the video, guys, please.
Well, I think me and you, when we have something like this, it'll be more motivation to cook.
I feel the same. I mean,
See, that's
I'm not someone that really loves to cook, But you will now.
This idea of building the home, creating a family, having kids, it just brings like a type of energy that like you want to nourish your family.
So me and you, okay, Rocio and Gabby, that's according to Rocio, is like they're not those people who likes to cook that much, stay in the kitchen and cook. But now, this idea of bringing up a family, becoming like a mama, and having appliances free, and especially having a very good cooker is a motivation enough for Rocio to start cooking and start being a responsible wife. So right now, we're not talking about running anymore. Looks like Rocio's plan worked very well. Remember, she has been given land from Macheteman, by Macheteman actually. There's a lot of things that maybe these people decided to give Rocio to make her stay, and actually buy her whatever she needed in the house. And so she said, for her and Gabby, they're not those people who likes to cook, but having this kind of fancy and working appliances here, they can motivate her to start cooking. And looks like now for them, they have talked about this. Rosio, please don't try to run, because maybe the first time you made an attempt, you got Marwa into the hook. So right now, Rosio is not talking about going nowhere. So right now, I agree with people who say Rosio is not going anywhere. She ain't going nowhere, okay? All that she can do maybe is to manipulate the environment and make her stay nice. But for her, she's not going anywhere. Look at her. She's importing things from China, canvas and artworks and blah, 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 buying Marwa slippers. She wants to make the house a home, and even chasing kids. Watoto, pole pole. So Rosio, she's going nowhere, And now she wants to be a more responsible housewife. Remember, they kicked out that house help that was helping them, house manager, whatever, that was helping them. So Rosio wants to be a responsible wife. That's some good news, If that is what Marwa wants, yeah. She's stuck here. By the way, I heard from the other video, Marwa was telling Rosio, that in our African setup, in our village setup, in our culture, you don't need papers like as a wife. Once you're married here, my property are automatically yours. That was a very good thing for Rosio to hear from Marwa. Now she understands that for her, being there as a wife, she automatically owns everything here that Marwa has. Well, before you even go further, let me actually play that for you, because if people are like, okay, I know it was so on the other video that I will be reacting on, but let me just play it. Just play it. That moment, that moment. Let me play it. Guys, like the video for me? All right. Where was that? What was that? I'm just finding the timestamp where Marwa was telling Rosio that thing, that you automatically inherit, you automatically own. Where? Just a minute. I'm just getting that. I have a lot of timestamp written here, so seeing. Oh yeah. I got it.
My work.
Oh my God. I mean,
For example.
So right. Okay. So they were talking about so Marwa and Rosio were talking about the idea of Brian inheriting properties from this home. All right. And so Marwa was trying to tell Rosio that because grandma didn't have boys, didn't have sons, so there's no way that she can give that property to someone like Brian, because Brian is not the son to this home. And culturally, a daughter in our culture, your daughters do not inherit property in the father's compound. They can inherit it wherever they are going to be married at. And so, like, marriage is highly encouraged. If you don't want to get married, then you can find your own, like Dimwango. But if so, that is the same phenomenon, the same concept that Mar was trying to explain to Rocio. So I tried to join it from this one that Rocio and GABBY were talking about. That now she wants to be a responsible wife, because for her now she feels like she is indeed a wife of this compound, with or without a marriage, with or without a ring on the finger, whatever. Because according to the setup of this culture, when you're married here, I mean, that come with stay and you have children, you're automatically married, and that makes you an automatic successor or heir of the property here as a woman, as a wife. So I heard that Amara was explaining this to Rocio, and she felt so nice, like, oh my God. So that's to mean that I own that villa. Yeah. But remember, Rocio, you're not a Kenyan. And if there is no papers, this is not 1990s. I'm sure right now things can change, even though, it's used to be believed like that. But right now it's kind of different, He may wake up and say, my wife, and there's nothing you can do. But anyway, let me just give Rosie what she wants to hear, because that is what Mara was telling her. Hey, when you're married here, automatically you become the owner.
If you are a girl, you cannot say, oh, this is my dad's land. No.
You hear that? When you're a girl in our culture, you cannot say that this is my dad's land and you feel like you can own anything from it. No, you cannot. But if you're married to someone's home, for example, if Brian's mama was married to someone's home, that home is now Brian's home. He can go there and claim property and he can be given, no questions asked. But in this compound that he is at, this is not his home. That's why these people are having a push and pull here and there. So let me bring this concept clearly.
You get land from, you see, like now this grandmother, she was, for example, this grandmother.
Let me add a little bit.
She has land here. Yeah. Because she was married here. You understand? When you get married somewhere, they give you land there, like how you've been married in my home. Automatically, my home becomes your property.
Yeah. Look at Rosio. Rosio feels like heaven is now coming down to earth. Like now for you, for example, you, Rosio, you are married to me. Not like, for example, he say, like now you are married to me. So my home automatically become your property. So Rosio is sitting there and feeling like, oh my God. Oh my God. So that is it. Remember, this video was filmed before that was Rosio posted here. Rosio actually posted these scenes of a family meeting in Brian's compound and blah, 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 before Maro posted. So for her making this video with GABBY and feeling like she now want to be a home wife or maybe a responsible housewife and stuff like that, is because of maybe of this kind of assurances that Maro was giving her, that you know what, for example, right now that you're married to me, everything of mine automatically become yours. So she can picture herself in the Benz, owning that travel company, Maro Safaris Africa, maybe changing it to something else. Fish ponds, converting them to flower beds or whatever. Now changing the whole villa, putting some snake images there and artworks. Because that is what everybody is telling her. And I'm like, okay, seriously, did I finish that? Let me pull it. Where was that? Yeah, here.
Because she was married here. You understand? When you get married somewhere, they give you land there, like how you've been married in my home. Automatically, my home becomes your property. Yeah. Automatically. Yeah. You don't have.
You hear? So, for example, you are married to me, Rocio. I'm assuming that is for example, because is she? Like for you now, you are married to me, and she's not there. Like I feel, yeah. Are you Rocio? Are you? Yeah, you can say clearly in our culture, or maybe like in our country, there is that law that say when you live with a woman for more than 6 months and you've been doing that thing, that's your wife. I mean, that's your wife. You're married. That's according to our laws in Kenya. Go and Google and search. I tell you, they recognize. I mean, that's how it goes. But Rocio is not a Kenyan, and there's a lot of things to do with this, which I'm not really familiar with what it takes to be a legal wife to Marwa. But how Marwa is making it look like, for example, right now, Rocio now is like she owns everything that Marwa owns, and that gives her that assurance and that what, let's say, assurance and confidence to say, so I'm like the number two here, or maybe I'm an equal to Mara, so I own everything that Mara owns here automatically. And actually, Mara goes ahead and tell her, so he goes ahead and tell her that you don't need even paperwork. You automatically own everything here, right?
To be nothing written, nothing. Automatically, my home becomes your property.
Yeah.
Automatically.
Yeah.
You don't have to be nothing written, nothing. That is why this grandmother owns this land.
All right. But I really think times have changed, and you can compare how things used to happen in the 90s and right now. Because when you are married and like your grandpa had a very big piece of land and give to his sons, and so these sons will give their sons too, and so they will need they will not need paperwork and stuff like that. You know that this is our land and this is being handed over to generations. But now, if now we involve something else that is outside the culture, for example, Brian want to own a property in this compound, they will now have to sit down as a family and agree that, hey, are we doing this or not? This Brian, yes, is a descendant of this family, but culturally, he is not eligible. Or he's not. Yeah, let me say he's not eligible to own anything in this compound because he's not in the same. He's not a son. He's not a child of grandma's son. So if you're getting confused, just don't get confused, because thing is so simple that it's only a son who can inherit property from their parents, but not a daughter. But Brian is a child from grandma's daughter, not from grandma's son. So that is the thing. Grandma had two daughters. One of them is the other the other one who is working at Kisumu, who is Boke, Mary Boke, that is working as a housewife, a house girl in Kisumu. And another one is Brian's mama, who died, 1 month after giving birth to Brian. So that makes it so impossible for Brian to own anything in this compound. So even if they want to build a house, they should build it for grandma, not for Brian. That's the only way they can do. Build it for grandma, not for Brian. But according to Maro, he said he wants to build for Brian so that he can welcome them in, bringing grandma and bringing maybe the cousin. But that is not how it's going to work. And that's why now the family is having a very tough meeting here, try to ask around what is happening, this and that. But before we go into that, let me finish with one of Roro.
And I want to start cooking more, and yes, this will definitely motivate me more. Hope so.
Being a good house, not a housekeeper, a house.
All right, I guess that was the end of it. Rosio saying now I will start cooking more and being more of a responsible wife here. Because she has seen now goodies are coming through, donations are flowing, and yeah, be a responsible wife, Rocio. And the cooker will motivate you to start cooking. And when Amaro told you that you automatically own property here, you don't need paperwork, you don't need to get married. Oh, Roro. Anyway, yeah, let's get on to this. I was talking about the Brian owning property in this place and how impossible it is for him to own a house here. Even if they build a house for Brian, if tomorrow the family comes here and say, no, this is not your house, there's nothing he can do. There's nothing absolutely he can do. There's nothing grandma can do. The only person who owns anything here is grandma, because she was married here And as Marwa tells you that you, as a wife, she automatically own her late husband's property. That's how it goes. But now her daughters cannot come back here and claim anything. And so is their sons or their children, including Brian. And so,
because she cannot go back to her home to tell her father, like, give me a piece of, it doesn't work like that in Africa. Yes. So given that this home only has 2 ladies and 1 grandson.
a minute. Sorry, guys, like the video, all right?
That is the only hope.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if they go to heaven, if Brian maybe keeps stealing and he goes to police,
Yeah.
that is the end of Brian. And
what would happen, for example?
So that is funny. That is funny. Listen to Mara saying that if Brian keeps stealing and he get deleted or unlived, that's the end of it. And this land can, and grandma is old enough. Nobody, there will be nobody to claim on this land. So it will be rich enough, and the family will take on it. That's why Rocio was asking what will happen. But the thing is, culturally, even at this moment, when Brian is still alive, the only thing that can make it possible for Brian to own anything here, if grandma herself decides to hand over her property to Brian. I mean, say, no, me, this was mine. It's not like now I'm giving it culturally. I'm making it out on paperwork. Like I decided to hand over my share. This is my property. I feel like I'm too old, and very soon I'm gonna go, like a will, okay? And she say, this one will go to my grandson called Brian. But up to this moment where she's still there and she still have the ownership, Brian has no rights to this place. And so that is why if they want to do anything here or build anything here and do whatever, they have to make it on grandma, not on Brian. You feel it? And so, yeah, that's it. So if Maro will want to involve the family to make it right, just know that culturally is impossible. The only thing he can do, help the grandma to help the son, the grandson, while he build a house for grandma that can accommodate Brian in it and stuff like that. But now making it look like a building for Brian, if he may want to marry a wife and bring him there, I think that will bring more problems here. And because maybe the family might come here and tell, hey, this kid does not belong to this home. He should go find his father and his father's place over there. You know, you cannot just silence that culture. You cannot, because this thing is cultural, and it goes deeper now to a lot of stories that are connected and are twisted, and a lot. It might bring a lot of stories here and a lot of chaos. And so that's why I really think that it was important for Mara to engage the family from the beginning, without just jumping and say, we are just here waiting for a yes or no answer. We can take our material, we can go ahead without even listening to them. No, that's not how it happens. That's not how it works. It really needs, you need to follow. This thing has been here before you were born, so you cannot just say these are just outdated cultures and blah blah, because the family are still operating on them. You know.
If there's no one.
If there's no one, people will take the land.
People will take it.
Yeah, they will
Random
take.
people can just come.
Not random. Family members. They will sit down and say, because this home does not have anybody, how do we divide this?
Sure.
So you see, building a house like this.
Right. So if Brian is not here, because according to Maro, maybe if Brian gone or keeps on stealing, and mob justice work on him until he go back to the crater, or maybe police come and take him forever, and now grandma is living at 200 years, and now she go back where she came from. That to me, nobody will be here to claim the land, and the family will come and take it. That's how it happens. But don't forget, grandma didn't have no son, and so there's nobody that can legally inherit things here, not even Brian. So that's why I think she will need to engage the family more for them to accept that transfer, and without actually being pushed by Mara that no, don't listen to the family, or maybe these people are jealous of you because of this and that. No, they can decide to stop everything and say, don't want this because you're not following our culture.
Some people cannot be happy because probably it will mean this land cannot be taken.
Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't. It's not only here, but in many families around the world. Sometimes they are waiting for
something to happen. They take
to claim.
To claim. Yeah. So guys, that is what is right now happening here.
Yeah. That's what is happening there.
And we are told they are in a meeting. So me, I don't want to enter into other people's family business. Me, what I'll say is, if they don't want us to build here, especially from Brian's grandmother herself, if she says she doesn't want us to build, because actually even we don't have so far enough funds to build.
No, there we go again. All right, leave alone the funds that they don't have enough funds and whatever. All I'm saying is, grandma cannot entirely decide what should be done here. She needs to involve the family. And actually, I saw Mara sending someone to go and call grandma from the meeting they were having to come and answer to him some, I don't know what. But grandma said no. You know, she was in the middle of the meeting, and Mara was like, go and call grandma from the meeting. Mara was like, hey, no. But Mara is saying that he doesn't want to get involved in other people's family matters, but this is deeper family matter, because constructing a house in someone's land, it's a family matter. And according to the young boy Daniel was explaining to Mara that the problem that they have here is grandpa is asking, why did someone come to start doing stuff in Macomb without involving me, without talking to me? It's not like they have a problem with everything, but they're just wondering, why didn't you involve the family? And actually, that was the biggest problem here. And so they are sitting down with the grandma, asking her, how do you approve this? How did you arrive to this conclusion? Don't you know that if you're saying they are doing it for Brian because they caught him stealing, now they are doing it for him, don't you know that Brian is not one of this home, or maybe he's not one of this, he's not like what can I say? He's not like a child of the end of the sons from here, that he has his home far away. So, listen to this.
We will only focus on Brian and the new guy that we got, Daniel. We are not leaving him behind. Okay, we'll only focus on Brian to go to school and things like that, and like that.
And speaking about Daniel, I heard Daniel again. Daniel wants his own house because, according to him, again, Daniel cannot come to live in this home because, remember, this whole home had 3 wives, or maybe the grandpa had 3 wives. And so Daniel come from a different house, and from a different house. Brian's grandma is a different house. And so there's no way that Maro can construct a 3-bedroom house and give 1 bedroom to Daniel, another one to Brian, another to grandma. No. This compound, no, this home is a different one. And so the other Daniel is now chipping in, using the same opportunity and saying, now, you know what? When my parents were dying, they handed over their property to me. So I own my piece of land. If anything, I want to build a house, I'll build in my own house, my own land. And I guess that is the next project. Donatus, hello. Hello, Donatus. Are you ready? After this Brian and grandma thing, then there's Daniel, who is another orphan, who needs a house on his own compound, on his own land. Bro, it's about to get messy. Anyway, let's go on.
Or maybe if they show us Brian's land, we can cut a small piece for Brian only. We can build him a house. This guy, in 5 years from now, he'll be a man.
Yeah, that's true.
The only problem is there's no way that can happen, that they can cut a piece and build Brian a house. There's no way, because that piece can only be found in Brian's father's compound. But here, this is not Brian's father's home. This is grandma, and actually, as a child of the daughter, cannot come and claim anything here. So that is it. That's why this meeting was so important. But Maro said the only thing that he needs from grandma is to come and say yes or no. And because they're having this meeting, which he doesn't want to know what they're talking about, he doesn't want to get involved in that thing. All right, like the video, guys. Listen to this.
Yes, actually, even tomorrow, I'm waiting for Brian's grandmother to come and say yes or no. Or no.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a yes or no, and they don't have enough funds.
All we are waiting for, guys, is a yes or no. Only right now. We don't have enough money, you know. We don't even have more than $2,000 with us. But
Yeah, we don't have enough funds. Not even more than $2,000, but you have more than $2,000, don't you? Anyway, there's this one. I'll say this meeting. What did he say about the meeting, by the way? Because apparently these people are having a meeting, and Mara said something about the meeting that actually scared me. I was like, you don't respect other people's family matters.
Hey, Rosio, those people who are in the meeting, when they hear these stones pouring, they feel like this meeting is not even a real meeting. Let's go there.
You know, that's disrespect, man. That is disrespect of highest order. The family is having a meeting. They need to know what is happening here. You didn't engage them. He didn't involve them. So they called an emergency meeting to come and talk about what is happening in their compound without their knowledge. And Amaro is saying those people who are having, actually he called them villagers. Those villagers who are having a meeting there, when they hear the stones being poured there, pop, 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 pop. When they hear stones pouring what? Pop, 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 pop. They feel like even this meeting is not of importance. They need to come out here. When they called Mara to go to the meeting, he said, no, call them out. Bring them out here. Actually, go and call grandma from that stupid meeting to come and talk to us here. Bro, let's wait and see how this thing goes, though.
You know, sun has come. Very good.
Yeah. A minute.
I'm told there's a meeting there to decide if the house will be constructed. In Africa, I don't know how we are.
Mara is laughing that I'm told there's a meeting inside there to decide if the house will be built or not. And he's wondering what is wrong with Africans. But this is not like how we are. You know that every home has their own way of life. I mean, it's not like something big to mock about, to mock a family and say this is how Africa we are behind or whatever. You just can't pop in someone's home and start doing things without involving them. That's exactly why they had to meet, to make that emergency meeting and talk about this. Ask grandma what's happening here. Okay? So Mara is saying, I wonder what is happening. That
Guys, I'm told there's a meeting there to decide if the house will be constructed. In Africa, I don't know how we are.
That's how we are. There's a villagers meeting. Actually, that's what Mara said. That there's a villagers meeting. The villagers in the meeting. We're like, okay.
The villagers in the meeting, they know. Oh, somebody, my mom is calling.
Now, hold on.
The villagers in the meeting, they know. Oh, somebody, my mom is calling.
The villagers in the meeting, they know. Anyway, these people, they came here. Grandma was called from the meeting, right? Mara told someone to go and call grandma from the meeting that those kind of villagers were having, villagers. And I don't know, like the family was trying to have a meeting after Mara and his team decided to come and do a progress, or let me say, a good thing, a good gesture in someone's home. But because he didn't involve them, that's why they had to ask what is happening, what is happening. So they came together, they came down, and I wanted to talk about this. But Mara was insisting, telling someone, go and call grandma from that meeting. Call her, because it's like, it's nothing they're doing here. Go and call her. Call her.
What's going on, everybody?
A meeting. What is going on, everybody? There is a meeting going on here.
We had that conversation.
Yeah.
He told me that the grandfather, what he said is,
yes,
he want
a minute.
Where is the grandmother?
Oh, he's in a meeting of the family. Yeah.
Oh, there's a meeting over there.
Yes.
Oh, hey, Brian. Yes. I wanted your grandmother here to see where even that tipper will be moving around.
The man asks, "Where is your grandmama?" Daniel says, "Grandma is in the meeting. They're having a family meeting." But Maro says, "I want you to come and bring your grandma here so that they can decide where the house will be." I guess that is exactly why they were having that meeting in the first place, to decide if this thing will go on or not. And if that will go on, maybe they can give him a go ahead, but go and call her.
Mwambie tu akuje dakika 2 anarudi mkutano. 2 minutes.
So that is, can you go and call her? Just go tell her to come out here for 2 minutes and show us where we can set up a house and go back to the meeting.
So the grandmother is, hope they're talking about Brian's story.
Yes.
Yeah, no, Brian, they will have to decide.
There is issue.
Right. So according to Daniel, all right, according to Daniel is explaining to Maro that there is an issue. And the issue is the elders of this home, like the grandpas of this home, they are wondering what's going on without the involvement, without their knowledge. So even if you have talked to the grandma, she cannot entirely make a decision that now something is going to happen here. Yes, she can decide, but at least involve them, make them aware. So that's why they're having a problem with her. And even though she may seem like she's cooperating with Maro, I really think that deep down she's afraid what is going to happen, because apparently the family is not really cool with whatever is going on without their knowledge. Go and call grandma from the meeting. Tell her to come out here and show us where we can set up a house. And by the way, as I'm making this video, the construction is still going on. You can see the construction is still going on, and actually Mayugno and the likes, they have started making a moves here.
And where's Brian today? Hey, Brian today.
You can see. So the construction is going on, whatever. These people are putting in materials, and the house has been started, you know. They have started building house. You can see. You can see. They're laying foundation, they're doing everything. So I'm not sure if the family approved this process, because apparently they were supposed to have this meeting, then go call now grandpa, or the brother to the grandpa is also a grandpa. Involve them now, bring in the family, come down and talk about this. If now they agree with all that is happening, and decide if Brian is going to live here as a son, or maybe like as a descendant, as a successor of the family, or not, because they have that power to decide based on the fact that grandma didn't have no son, and there's no way that any of the daughter's child can come and claim anything here or can inherit anything here. So the family will decide whether to approve that decision or not, right? So as that process is going on, as you saw that, as that construction is going on, there's still something undecided here from the family, even though grandma came here and gave a go-ahead, and because that is what Mara was waiting for. All we care about is grandma giving us an okay to do this or not. But if she doesn't, then that's to mean we're not going to do it. But if she does, she tells her to do it, we're not going to listen to outsider, according to Mara, outsiders. That's mean the extended family, of which I really think that this extended family has a bigger say when it comes to what is going to happen here or not. But according to Daniel explained very well to Mara that grandpa has a problem, or maybe the extended family has a problem with you guys starting something without involving them.
Issue of the way you are helping Brian.
Yes.
So that issue, there is this in this home.
Yes.
There are 2 wives.
2 wives.
More than 2 wives.
Okay.
So there's a house up there.
Okay.
The permanent one.
Yes.
So the mother of that house didn't feel happy the way the Brian is being.
Okay. So in this home there are more than 2 wives, and according to Daniel, say that the homes are not feeling happy about what you're doing here and blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm.
So the grandfather.
Yeah.
Died, I think, more than 10 years ago.
Okay.
So there's a brother of the grandfather who used to live in Mabera.
Okay.
So this grandmother take a phone and call him.
Okay.
So the grandma, Brian's grandma, had to call her brother-in-law. So that is one now that we're talking about grandpa, because her husband died like 10 years ago. So she had to call the brother-in-law, who is now acting like the grandpa or as the husband of this home. So she had to call him and let him know, because this thing will eventually bring a lot of heat. And if he discovers that something is going on there without his knowledge or without the family's knowledge, basically, there'll be a lot of problem. So she had to go down and make a phone call, tell him, hey, you know what? There is something big happening here, and I thought you should know, and maybe you say what you have to say. Because for her, I don't think that she had actually approved it. It was on this video that Marwa had to ask her on camera to give them a yes or no, and she had to tell them, yeah, I'm cool. For me, I'm good. I'm cool. You guys can go on, can start doing that. But what about the family? So after calling after calling her brother-in-law, who is now the grandpa, he said he has a problem. Why didn't they involve him in the first place? Why are they like giving him a report? They should be involving him in the decision making, not just giving him a report. That's why he has a problem here.
Telling him all about the
changes.
Yes, the changes that are going on in this home.
Okay.
So the grandfather, I don't know how he reacted, but what I hear from the cousin,
okay,
who hear that conversation,
yeah,
he told me that the grandfather.
So after hearing that, the guy said he's not sure how the grandpa reacted, but according to the conversation that he overheard in the meeting, is like the grandpa is not cool. That basically that extended family now.
What he said is,
yes,
he wonder how people came to his home without his permission, without him to know to get any information on what is going on. So I think that is the issue that they're discussing there. But anything else I can't.
So exactly, that is the issue that they're having a meeting there to discuss about how people stormed to his compound without his knowledge, without his involvement, and started doing things. So when the grandma called him to let him know, or maybe kind of inform him, he was like, no, hold on. Why are you telling me this now that you already even started building? Because as it stands right now, he hasn't still come here. So he was just given an update. Well, Maro had already filmed the grandma asked her to say yes or no, and eventually she said yes. And the process started. They're now building houses or a house there. So the grandpa is like, he's wondering what's happening. Why did they start all this without him knowing, without him being involved? So that's why he is like going mad or going crazy. Let me. Damn. Sorry, commercials here and there.
Baba Maisha.
You can see Krayuguno over there as a mason.
Baba Maisha is intelligence. So imagine today, digging, arranging his own. Wow. Imagine. Man. Hey. This house was like 4 bedrooms from this house. This house have a big. It's called what? Corridor. Oh, yeah. What this guy is doing here also is trying to arranging the stone here, guys. Right. He has already heated me. Sorry, my Yuga. Wow.
All right, so you can see the process is going on just like that, and as it stands, still the matter hasn't been like settled. That's what thing you have to understand, that the matter hasn't been settled. Maybe the whole family hasn't come to an agreement that, or you guys can go on, and who is going to own this? Because according to Marwa, he says this building will be owned by Brian, and now Brian can call in. He can welcome everyone else. That's according to Marwa. But you heard from the family or from this boy Daniel that the family is not cool, especially the grandpa. He's wondering how someone comes to his home and start doing things without his permission or involvement.
So me, what I'll do, I'll pour materials. Yes. I'll keep pouring materials. Yes. If they say they don't want to see a house, nobody will come here, including me. Yes. But at least the grandmother gave us a go-ahead from day one.
Right. So Maro said that's not going to scare him, because for him, he's going to go ahead, pour material, and if they don't want, can take them and go. So the house is supposed to be for Brian. That's according to Marwa. The house is supposed to be for Brian so he can welcome everyone else, including the grandma. Which I really think that is going to bring a lot of controversy and contradiction because, as I said, as I've been telling you, culturally, Brian cannot own anything. I'm sorry to use this example, but do you remember the late manager, the late Marwa's manager, DJ, the manager? You know, she was kind of married somewhere else, or but because she wasn't like the bride price was not paid, so that marriage was not recognized. And she had children, she had sons and daughters, but they could not inherit anything from that home because she was not like fully married there or legally married there. Culturally, if your bride price is not paid, like Rosio, you cannot inherit anything there. So when I hear Marwa telling Rosio that she's now automatically own the villa, I laugh because she cannot. Bride price is not paid, so that marriage is not recognized. So Brian cannot own anything here. And if that is what they're doing, that they are building a house for Brian so that he can welcome these other people like grandma, then I guess they're doing a zero work. Unless now they start going down to it, the family comes together and give approval to grandma to pass the inheritance, to pass the land, to pass the property to Brian, and so now say like it's a will, like she decided that now she will pass her property that she was given by the or she inherited from the husband. Now she decided to give it to the grandson from the other side, like the daughter. You understand? But before that, there's no way. There is absolutely no way that Brian can own anything here. But now listen to Marwa saying that this will be Brian's home and he can welcome other people. I don't know.
This is the construction material I'm talking about. It's here. It's arriving, guys. Let's see. We want to build a house close to that one that is over there for Brian first. It's Brian, and Brian will welcome everyone. How many bags of cement have?
You're here. So we're going to start building a house. It's for Brian, and so Brian can welcome anyone else or everyone else. I'm not sure how that is going to happen, as I say that, and I've repeated that most of the time, but I don't know. Maybe just going to sit and wait and see how it goes, Anyway, I was talking about, I don't know why I always say anyway. Have you realized that I'm using this anyway thing? Anyway, I'm using it. But anyway, I'm not going to use it anymore. But just anyway is anyway. Sorry, guys. I'm wondering, like, I've been using that anyway frequently, and I was like, what is that? It's because you haven't liked the video. Please do me that favor, right? Like the video for me. I will really appreciate if you do that for me. Really, like, big time. So, here comes something. Here comes another twist. Speaking about twist, there's another twist that is coming up here because apparently Marwa wants to build a house for Brian, and this house for Brian will accommodate grandma and maybe the cousin Daniel. But you know that deep down culturally, Daniel cannot come to live in this home, in this grandma's home, because there are 3 wives here, and she comes from the different wife or maybe different house. So the wives, we call them houses, okay? So when we hear that 3 houses and you've counted a lot of houses in that compound, you're like, no, JJ, there are not 3 houses, there are a lot of houses. So a house, we call a house according to the wives. For example, in Ondari's compound, there is only 1 house right now. No, yeah, 1 house. No, 2 houses. From Ondari, we have 2 houses. From Kohera Senior, we have 2 houses. All right? Let me explain. Ondari has Conmam, that is Esther Nyaboke, Marwa's mama. And Ondari is said to have another wife in Kisii. So those are 2 houses from Ondari. So if he has properties in Nyabohanse, if he has those plots and lands, piece of lands, if he want to give it out, or maybe his time to live has ended, those property of Ondari will be split and be given to those two houses, the Conmam's house and the other Kisi house. You understand now? Yeah. So Conmam's house will get a share for Marwa, for David Jr., or whatever, how she plans to do that. And the other house from the other Kisi woman will have a share. So that is basically what is happening here. So Daniel come from a different house. That would mean a different wife of the grandpa. And Brian comes from a different house. That would mean a different wife of the grandpa. And so there's no way that Daniel can come and start living or can come to this other house and reside here and do his thing here. It's not happening. Will never happen. So Daniel decided to shoot his shot and tell Maro and his subscribers that, you know what, that is a good idea, but unfortunately, I cannot come to live in Brian's house because I'm not a son of this house. So it tells you that culture, you cannot really ignore culture. Just like I'm saying, there's no way that Brian can own anything here. But now for Mr. Daniel, decided to shoot a shot. And there's something here coming up. I really think that Daniel will want to have his own house built in his company because, of course, he's an orphan and he's like a custodian. He's now like a guardian to Brian. And now that he's growing his channel real quick. By the way, congratulations to that boy, Daniel. Just the other day, he had a channel and waking up 1,000 subscribers. Right now, it's more than 5,000 subscribers in a day. You can only imagine that. Views are viewing. I think this is the perfect moment for this young boy to grow his career in YouTube and use this moment. But unfortunately, Maro cannot allow that. Maro will never allow that because I heard that they tried to do a live stream and they were giving their contact details there. If you want to support us directly, if you want to reach out, they were giving there. And you know what? They were ordered to delete that live stream immediately. And after that live stream ended, it was deleted immediately. That tells you how dictator Maro is. So anyway, that is according to their own thing. But Daniel wants his own house in his place because he cannot come to live here. So Donatus, Janet Hallas, Judy Moyo, Dorin Small, Benjamin the wise guy, whatever. The other guy from the Caribbean who hangs Maro's portrait on the back, the general, whatever. And you guys, Hamisi, Mane, more donations. We need more donation to build Daniel a house in his compound, in his plot. Guess what? More donation to go.
Yeah.
They can't be happy.
Wow. Keep a calm. More happiness should come in this home. Yes. You will be here. You know, even when you're building this home, yes, we will make sure you and Brian and grandmother, you also have a place here.
That's not happening. When we when we be building a house, we'll make sure that you and grandma and Brian, you'll have rooms in this house. Daniel looking at that and like, bro, this is not your home. You cannot come and make a decision here. As much as you build a house, after building the house, Maro will never have a say on it whatsoever. So if that thing was done as charity, immediately after that house is done and these people are moving on with life, they will continue to live according to how the cultures dictate. It's not like now man will come and say, oh, this is house we built. Okay? For example, right now in the Mama Ant's compound, they can decide to do whatever they want to do with their home because that's their home. That's their own. So Daniel said, no, it's impossible for me to come and start living here. Can never happen.
But me,
Yeah.
I will not be able to get a place here
Because it's not your home.
Yes, but me, I have my plot because when my father dies,
Yes, he gave you.
Yes, it get already. Yes, they have already plotted.
Divided, I mean.
Divided.
Okay.
So by now.
Wow. The boy is smart. The boy is really, really smart. Already got a shout out and his channel is skyrocketing. His channel is flying higher. The boy is making views, bro. Like more views than even David Jr. 20K views or whatever. And he decided to pull down all those other videos that he had on the channel and to leave only 2. Right now he has added to 5+. Channel is really booming. By the way, you can check him. Let me see if I can at least show you his channel. It's good at least to give them a fair actually. Immediately after clicking on YouTube, the first channel that I'm meeting is this one. That boy's channel right here. Right now he has 5.12K subscribers. In how many days? In just 2 days. The first video that here, the oldest video is 2 days ago. 11K views. 1 day ago, 23K views. 1 day ago, 9K views. 18 hours, 6.6. 13 hours, 3.1. The boy is very smart. And you can see the only information he included here is his contact information, phone number, and say, "What's up, guys? This is WhatsApp number, guys, for the support. Please show me some love." You know, one thing is, Moro does not like someone who is opportunist, that takes advantage of the opportunities and want to be that person who can get direct donation, direct help. Moro want to be the one who gets the donation coming through him and working here. But not because Daniel was trying to be smart, going live and giving his details there. You guys, you can support us. And I hear that he got straight support. And that really thing will get him. Anyway, I was talking about the guy explaining why he cannot come to live here because he's not one of here. But for him, he said when his parents were going back to the Creator, when they are going back to heaven, they had already written down or divided their lands, and so he had his share from day one. And now if anything subscribers want to do something for him, they should do it on his own land. And so Donatus, are you going to do that or no?
To get a place here because
it's not your home.
Yes, but me, I have my plot because when my father dies.
Yes, he gave you.
Yes, it get already. Yes, they have already plotted it.
Divided, I mean.
Divided.
Okay.
So by now, I have my own plot, my own place that I can say that now I think we should build here.
All right. So I have my own place, my own plot that I can say I think we should build here. If you want to do it, then I have my place.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, but here maybe I'm helping my cousin.
You help your cousin and your grandmother. She's also your grandmother, right?
Yes, my grandmother.
Hi.
Right. Perfect. Nice. So for me, I really can do that, and I cannot live here because I'm not a son of here. But for now, I'm just helping my cousin, which is a good thing. But anyway, I'm hoping that Donato will be kind enough to this other boy because, of course, he's another orphan and he needs help. And if Maro sees an opportunity again in this boy, and maybe if he doesn't piss him off, and Maro can again use him for another thing. Build another house for this boy because he's another orphan and he cannot live with Brian. And after being there for Brian, so we need him to have something else for himself. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see this boy's channel, brother. Let me play a video. Guys, please give me a like. Give a video a like. Give a video a like. So Grandma was here, all right? Grandma was called from the meeting. Grandma was called from the meeting and she came out to meet Marwa. And when she came here, Marwa said, "I can see you have a new cloth." I can see you have a new cloth, Grandma. Daniel was like, not a new cloth, Marwa. This is just a different one, you know. So, Grandma, what are you guys having in a meeting? What were you talking about? Are you gonna tell us?
Mura, I'm filming a video. You just go to my home and you've gotten my go-ahead.
Thank you.
They are going to vaccinate our cows.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Okay.
so Grandma says,
Right. So grandma says
that
Yes.
that man is the one who called a meeting, so
Okay.
she was involved in
Okay.
the meeting.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's not about family.
Yes, it's not about family.
Or it's family plus the man.
Maybe let me ask her.
Yes.
Kwa ilikuwa ni kwa sababu tumesikia kuna
so. According to grandma was called in a meeting because this meeting had to involve the village, the village elder, the village elder council, whatever, and the community elder, and now the family members, so that they can try to know deep down what is happening here, and they should report now to the grandpa, this grandma's brother-in-law, and so they're asking grandma, the meeting that you guys were having, does it involve whatever we are doing here, or what is just about the village? And she says it involved them. It involved whatever they is doing plus that one. But grandma was not that much comfortable speaking about what they were having in the meeting, because I guess they called Maro to the meeting, but he declined. They called Maro to the meeting that he declined. He said, let them come out here, talk to me outside here, because they were having a meeting down inside there, and Maro were out here camping with Jamaican uncle, making a lot of noise while the meeting was going on in the compound. So grandma came because she was called, and they called Maro to go and listen to what they were talking about. But Maro was like, no, I'm not going to go there. Call them out here. If they have a problem, they should come and talk to us out here. Well, grandma says the meeting has been finished, and now whatever they were having a talk there, it involved whatever they're doing, and now they're trying to figure out, are they going to go on or whatever, they have a problem or not.
Is that the meeting, they have already finished about that issue that man called them for. So after that, they also say that they want to see you and your team, so that you can go and identify you in front of them.
Which day?
They say that any day that you will be free.
So these people that were having a meeting here, they talked, and we need to know who is running this project, and now he need to come to us and introduce himself to us and tell us what is all about. What is this all about? But Famaro, he said no, he's not gonna go there. If they have to come, if they have to meet him, they need to come out here or whatever.
Ask her, do they have like a negative issue with us, or they just want us to go there and meet them?
Okay, maybe our family.
Oh, ask them if they have a negative thought about us, about what we're doing here or whatever.
They say that they don't have any negative issue. They don't have any problem, but they just want to, like, they have seen you doing, trying to do good things in the family.
Okay.
So they want you.
The boy is translating things that grandma has not said. The grandma did not say that the family or these people have seen you doing good things. They say, we have noticed that you guys are running projects here that we are not aware of. So we need whoever is responsible for all that to come to us and explain, maybe introduce himself to us and explain to us what exactly he's doing. All right? So this boy, okay, was maybe I know, because now working with Maro, you have to read the script well. Do not spill the tea.
To go and introduce yourself.
Okay, so what we'll do, we will have that meeting right here, because me, I don't want to go to other people's families. I don't know. Me, the family I know is here.
Family.
Yes.
That's arrogance. The only family you know is this one, but these people have their family. You cannot come on, for example, you can't come to maybe on Daddy's company and say, the only family I know is David Jr. So to hell with to hell with con mom, to hell with con dad machete. No, they'll be like, bro, you come to our compound. This is our family now. You have to be involved. But anyway, Mara say he's not going to go meet them there as they're calling him. They need to come to him. Come and talk to him outside there. Come and talk to boss. All of this, I guess, is just to piss them off and say they don't want all this, so that Maro can take material and take it back to the Mongos. And right now, according to them, they have like 200,000. Oh man, no, 200,000, like more than $2,000 that they need to do this thing. But we don't have enough funds, do we?
Sasa uko nasema kama ingefanyika ingefanyika saa hii, maana boss
Tuko hapa. Twende waite. Yes.
So Mara tells grandma, go there and call those people who are having a meet to come and meet us out here. And actually they came, Because it's a long thing, I'm not going to take you to details and all that. But after all that, Grandma came and gave Marwa a go ahead and said, yeah, you guys can go ahead. Because Marwa asked the Grandma, so according to you, what do you think? Should we go on or should we stop? Grandma said, I got no problem. You guys can do, you guys can go ahead. Let me play it a minute.
Envision a push to
Ahead to keep bringing the material. Anyway, so ask her, is she giving us the go ahead to keep bringing the materials and keep trying our best to build? Just ask her.
So Goko is Grandma. Ask Grandma if she is giving us a go ahead to go do whatever we're doing or not. But no, I don't think that a grandma, seriously, grandma does not have that capacity to decide everything on behalf of the family. Because according to Maro, they're building a house for Brian. And now if that thing is not like for grandma herself, and even if they're doing for grandma or whatever, which I really think is a very good thing, but there's a need that grandma should at least sort her things out with the family and make them aware what she's trying to do, and at least they be part of it. Even if now it's the construction, they be the one supervising it and deciding where the house should be and where it should face and stuff like that, and at least give their own opinion on it. It won't cost nothing, but at least it will be helping so much to avoid future problems with this family, you know. And so
useme kama waendelee na kuleta materials na kujenga ama waache.
Waendelee.
All right, so according to the grandma, after being asked, oh, what do you say? Should they stop or should they go on? Grandma was like, no, they should go on, they should go on. But I don't really think that she's that free, or maybe she's saying that with a full chest. She's kind of pressed or maybe pressurized or whatever you can take it. But I don't know. I'm just hoping that the extended family will cooperate, because indeed, even her, she need a decent place to stay. And if Donatus have decided to send the money to change their lives, then why not? Okay, I won't really be happy to see Mara taking the materials back and bagging the money that was meant to change these people's lives, because there's problems in the family. They should follow whatever these people want and make them aware, make peace with them, at least be part of it, and build them a house, a good house. Let them live nice, because this is not Maro's money. This is not their money. Okay, this is subscribers' money. They decided to change grandma and the thief's life. And so grandma say, yes, you can go ahead.
You should continue.
We should continue.
Yes.
Okay, my goal. Tell her my goal.
Lengo lake.
Anyway, that is it. And there was another not village grandpa. There was another village elder that gave a go ahead again and say, there's no problem, you guys do your thing and stuff like that. But let's see how it goes, According to Maro, they are going to build a house just like that Mama Ann's. Actually, I think that would be the last receipt I play. Oh, that would be the last receipt I'm playing for you, so we can get to see. Guys, have you liked the video? Please do me a favor by liking the video, right? Okay.
And grandma of Brian, but me and Mayuguna, we said we're gonna create a house like the one of Mama Ann, exactly the one that we did at Mama Ann. Those who don't know, there's a lady also.
Right, so Marwa and Mayuguna decided that they will construct a house just like that of Mama Ann. This that they are constructing here be exactly like that of Mama Ann, which it's a good one. It's a good one. But now money is coming right, left, and center. And Mario is like, oh my God, money is coming. Money is flowing. Money is flowing. Money is coming.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Rocio.
A minute. All right, this is the last one.
And also have to track your money that is flowing in, so that there's nobody who will say, Mar, I sent you money and you never announced, because money is coming from PayPal, money is coming from Zelle, money is coming from M-Pesa, money is coming from Remit, money is coming from Western Union. It's like, oh my God, money is coming from all over. But
money is coming from all over, and it's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But according to Mario, he said he has no intention of stealing the widow's money. That's not how Conman brought him up. Okay, he will try so hard not to steal. He will try so hard not to take the widow's money, because that is not how Conman brought him up. And so, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Contribute as much as possible. And if you send money, I wish even I had one person that all this money is sent to, and I wish I did not even involve myself in collecting the money, because sometimes I'm so busy and I can miss one or two. But God knows I'm pure. I have no intentions to take a widow's money. Actually, she's a widow. And
all right.
Also an orphan's money, I cannot. Even I know God can curse me directly. I cannot. I have never. That is not me. It's not in my DNA. My mom never taught me to be that type of person.
What about your daddy? Anyway, that's good. Hearing that from you, Sensor, it's a good one. So it's been a good one, guys. It's been really a good one. And I really think that's how it is, you know. That's how it is. I guess I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate you taking your time to see this video. All right, the reaction video, and the Premier Gang, thank you for taking your time. I want to assure that I was reading your comments, even though it wasn't on a real time, but I'm here with you in the comment section. You can see me, right? And so before you leave, like the video, subscribe if you haven't. I guess I'll see you in the next video, right? Thank you for watching. Bye for now. Ciao, ciao. I miss that song of Some Things Never Change. Let me bring it. Some things never change, do they? Yeah, they never change. Bye, guys. I'll see you.
It's a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster. A reckoning, you wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face, got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you break your back to make me feel again. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone, so save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break, swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change.